Are we headed for a market crash? Is the end coming? Is Magic in trouble? Hey guys, let's find out. It's coming up next. Hey guys, welcome back. MTG Moxman here. If you're new to my channel and you're somehow finding me out there on YouTube, well, thanks a lot for taking the time to check out my content today. I really appreciate it, guys. Hope you enjoy. Now, I do upload content 7 days a week. The biggest thing you can do is smash that subscribe button to help out a small channel like myself. It's free to do, helps the channel get to our 4,000 subscriber mark, which is going to be pie, and eventually 5,000, which is going to be cake. I know, it's going to be like a big thing. Now, today's conversation, I'm not going to be popping up all kinds of like pages and schematics. I'm going to be a little bit rambling here. I just want to get this out there because I felt it had to kind of be covered a little bit. The idea of a crash. When I talk about a crash to you guys out there, most of you know me well realize that if we just play the game, there is no crash for us. Regardless of what happens, we can still play the game. The crash can happen for all those big stores out there. Those stores like the local LGS that depend on all kinds of card sales to keep things churning. The big guys out there like Channel Fireball, which are going through these remodelings right now because they can't keep the amount of inventory up there when they have all these smaller competitions. What happened was, when we had that first, about a year ago, sell-off by a lot of these big stores like Channel Fireball, and they sold all the old inventory. And a lot of us out there gobbled some of it up. We're like, hey, this is a pretty good price. Psst, I'll grab this. Hey, this is on sale. Psst, I'll grab this. I got eBay bucks on eBay. Psst, I'll grab this. TCG player, I'll grab some of that. But what happened is a lot of us in the reserve list and even modern staples, EDH, all those cool staple cards we need, we didn't sell them back. We decided to keep them. Effectively limiting the sales of those bigger stores because we're not buying it now, we're holding it. We didn't have a meltdown ourselves, they did. So when they had that sell-off and we kept it, we all essentially became small stores unto ourselves. It doesn't mean you're running a store, it doesn't mean you're on selling the cards, but you have those cards in your home, you have those cards in your inventory, your stock. I know I do. Sitting here. I don't need them all right now, but I might need them and I don't want to buy them later as the prices start to go up. So as these stores have tried to recoup the cards and have us sell back into their economy saying, hey, we're going to add a trade-in for this buy-in bonus. We're going to try, because they're trying to get you back into the store. And although there's lots of new sets coming out, a lot of us are not buying heavily into the new sets. We're opening a little bit here and there. But my emails, my polls, and the conversations I have with my players in my live streams tells me, guys, that we're not buying what we used to buy. The people on this channel in particular seem to really be buying a lot of reserve lists like myself. Because picture that like a blue chip stock. We know it's probably not coming back around. We know it's probably not going to be split in any way. So we're keeping it. That's the gold standard. Now, for people who are late getting into this game, there's still opportunity. Maybe not as much as the newer players, but these big guys out here that are remodeling and refashioning, they're trying to pivot and find new ways to get the sales rolling again. They're trying to find ways to stay afloat. You may even see some of the big guys, the bigger stores out there, crash. And a lot of these smaller platform stores become more successful. Because if a smaller store can't get enough inventory churning over, they get stale. If they get stale and they can't meet their cash flow needed for the next set, they are in trouble. Okay, and they may not want to admit that they're in trouble either, but it could happen. I think it's very interesting when I see this come around, these emails come around of players who have bought cards and bought allotments of things just like me. And although it's not a market crash for us because we're playing the game, even the rules that Wizard sets, you don't have to follow those rules, do you, if you're not going to a tournament? You can set house rules for you and your friends if you all agree that those are the rules. That's what we learned as kids, right? That, hey, I don't want to play tag this way. We're going to play ball tag now where you throw a ball, but you got to be so many steps away. We can set our own rules for Magic. You don't have to follow it unless you're going to a tournament, which is sponsored by one of the big stores, one of the companies like Wizards that set these formats. So that alone also can create issues for them for cards they think will never be played again. Stores crash those prices down. But Wizards has been printing so many cards lately that they're crashing their own prices too, right? They're trying to make the game cheaper. But by making that game cheaper and easier for newer players to afford, which we want that to happen, the bigger stores can't churn over the profit they need to keep afloat. The big boys out there, you know what I'm talking about. You know who you are out there. Those big stores are having trouble keeping up with that. So that'll cause all kinds of cash flow problems, which again can result in those stores crashing, not us as players. We are not going to have those crashing effects when we do our time playing. Unless you have a cash flow problem yourself and you know, you lose your job or something comes up and you need money, you may have to sell off your collection. You may. It happens. I'm not going to say it's not. Or you decide to cash out because you want some money to do something. That's up to you. That's, as an individual, you will decide to do that. But the big stores don't have that choice. They have to do it sometimes to create the cash flow they need to buy the products. And because they've jacked up how much these booster boxes cost, the turnover to even sell a booster box is much longer if they're trying to double up profits on booster boxes. It is a big issue for a lot of people out there. But I don't see it being an issue for the players. For us who just sit there and want to play the game and have some fun. So if the big boys got greedy and made too many mistakes and got too big and too bloated, hopefully they can lean, go on a diet, condense, and work out these problems for themselves. Because I don't see it happening on our end. I see it happening on their end. Will some LGSs close? Yes, some already have closed. Are some of the big stores maybe going to have to condense in size? Yep, I think that's going to happen too. But the bigger card shops that have multiple avenues of income from board game stuff, they should probably be okay. I wouldn't expect a bigger LGS to go under, at least not yet. I would expect smaller problems like the big stores like Channel Fireball that were trying to sell those singles, right? And now they're having issues because they can't match up against the smaller players who can afford to take cuts. I just live in my basement. Remember, guys, this is not professional financial advice, right? This is coming from a guy who did not graduate Magic University and sits here hoarding cardboard in his basement. So it's not professional advice. This is just me speaking out about what I see happening out there. And I think it's interesting. And I like when you guys send me those emails asking those questions and those comments, because it is fascinating to me to see how history repeats itself over and over and over. Except for this time, when it went to repeat itself, the players did not sell back to the market. We kept the cards. I have extra money. I don't need to sell these cards now. I can hoard them. I can keep them. A place like 401 Games that had like 40 of the copy artifact, 43, whatever, and it was gone in a weekend. They don't have any more, right? Maybe one or two now. I haven't checked because it's slowly repooling, but nothing like it did before. So they've got to jack up their prices to the new levels, just like us as the players who kept those cards did, right? Guys, I think it's awesome. So thank you so much for tuning in. This was MTG Mox, man. I look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow. Have a great day today. Hey guys, thanks for tuning in, MTG Mox, man. My patrons rock, man. The most awesome patrons in the entire world who support this channel and make everything happen. And there are so many of you. So thank you, everyone who helps out every month. You have no idea how much it means to me. That's right, we're back again. Got the marker. Taking off the old one here. We're gonna jam this one up here. We're now going. I know we're going down. Crazy, right? We are that much closer to pi. 130 subs till pi. That's all we need now. 130 more people. And we're getting pi. So exciting, guys. So exciting. Thank you, everyone who sticks with me. I appreciate this. You guys have no idea how much this means to me. Thanks, guys.